Morning. This morning I'm at Calke Abbey. I've come here to try and take some photos of bluebells, but I've left it too late in the year and all I can find is just some raggedy old dying ones here and there. I found a couple here and there's a little bit of light shining on them and they're not the best quality. They're, like I said, really dying out. Also, while I was there, I wanted to come. The reason I've come here today is also to do some landscape photography, because yeah, I've just been shooting birds lately, and I do need a change just to refresh my brain a bit. And I do really enjoy landscape photography more than actual bird photography. But as I said before, there's not really a lot around me. So I've drove 20, I think it's about 26 miles, I think it is, to get here today. And I've got here just before 6 o'clock this morning, And I've got here just before 6 AM. It doesn't actually open till 10, and I've parked in a car park over the back. The only one in the car park, but I've had a walk through and kind of walked up to this woodland that I took some photos of before, of a nice tree down there. And I thought I could probably take that again because I came last time in the kind of start of winter. A few things I wanted to touch on about my last video. First of all, it was pointed out when I posted the video on YouTube that I got the strap on the actual body of my camera rather than on the lens. Yeah, hands up, yeah, my fault. I'm normally really careful of it. But as you can probably see from the start of that video, I couldn't get my words out. I was mixing my words and I put it all down to being really early in the morning. I thought I was awake, obviously I wasn't. So yeah, hands up, that was a mistake and I will be more careful of that. Secondly, some of you might want to know how my wedding shoot went last week. Yeah, they came out okay. I think the bride was happy with them, she said she was, but it was a family member. So it's kind of like, I don't know, with me, I think when a family member tells me they like the photo, I don't really believe them that much because it's family and you say that with your family, don't you? So, I don't know, she might really hate them, she might think they were rubbish, I don't know. But as I explained last week, it's not what I do, but I offered to do it as some extra photos. So I'm going to try and catch these dying bluebells before they die anymore. Well, I was getting some nice little pockets of light where the sun was coming through the canopy, but it's just stopped. It's just not happening anymore. And I did take a photo of the bust up bluebell, but it was really past its sell by date. It was just, it was a mess. So that shot's going to be no good. So I've had a little walk around trying to look for something that catches my eye, and there's nothing. But as I've said 1,000 times before, I really struggle with woodland photography anyway. It's the clutter for me. I can't deal with the clutter. But there's just stingers. So I'm going to carry on and have another look. Well, I've just took this little scene. It's nothing special. Kind of got these pink kind of flowers in the front and these two trees in the background. Yeah, it's pretty boring. I've took 5 shots and I've stacked the pink flowers, the kind of tree to the left of it, and then the 2 trees in the back. I'm going to merge them all in Photoshop, see what it comes out like. I'm not really expecting anything too amazing. There's not really a lot here. Well, saying there's not a lot here, there is. There's a lot here, but I can't find anything that I kind of like. I've said before, when I do woodland photography, I think my OCD plays havoc with it. It's just too messy and I can't find any kind of order. But while I was setting that camera up for that shot there of the pink flowers and that, there was a buzzard being attacked by crows really low down in front of me. I heard all the screaming, and obviously, as normal, I've always got my wrong lens on. I did swap over, tried as best as I could, but by then it'd gone up too high. So I'm gonna have a walk over there. The actual abbey is over that way. And I'll go past the deer, I think. I'll take some more. I'll keep this lens on at the moment and see if I can find anything else, kind of landscape kind of way, this kind of path. And then I'll probably swap over to my long lens again once I get by the deer. I can't really find anything that's slapping me in the face. I just can't find anything I want to shoot composition wise for a landscape kind of change. I like them trees over there, but there's no foreground, and a picture of just some trees, no matter how kind of cool they look, pretty boring. You are joking, mate. That's what I think it is. Just seen a green woodpecker and I haven't got a photo of one of them. Well, that woodpecker's mugging me off. As soon as I just told you that on the video, turned the camera off, picked this one up, and he flew straight past me in front of me. Well, it's not a very productive morning so far. I haven't took many photos, especially not landscape photos, which is what I've wanted to do. Last time I came, I saw a kingfisher, but it was down the other end, so I'm gonna have a walk down there, see if I can see the kingfisher. I haven't even seen any deer yet. I'm not gonna get too excited, but I think there's a Mandarin duck over there. You know, the problem with having two cameras and not the same lens on each camera, you've always got the wrong lens on the wrong camera. Well, I have anyway. When I've seen the Mandarin Duck, well, if it is a Mandarin Duck, I use my A6400 because I got some more reach. So I swapped over, took some more photos, and I've had a walk up. So I just switched my lens from the A6400 to the A7 IV, just rather than cover it up. And when I looked at the camera, I realised I've been shooting in APS-C mode all morning. So all the landscape shots I've done, they're all in APS-C mode. I had a feeling something wasn't right. I just couldn't get the width for each photo. So yeah, I'm a muppet. So basically all my landscape shots from this morning are washout. And the reason why I've swapped over lenses again is because whenever I've got the wrong lens on, I see what I'm trying to find. And I've come down here because I'm hoping to find a kingfisher. So I've swapped over lenses. Now I've got the wrong lens on for the extra reach if I do see him. So fingers crossed. Oh, and I've seen the green woodpecker a couple of times now. Well, I'm at the bird hide now. Just got here, and as you can see, there's a woodpecker on there. So I'm going to spend a couple of minutes in here taking some photos and see what I go away with. Well, I'm heading back now. I spent about half hour in the hide. Didn't really get any shots of any birds in flight really. The lighting was really funny in there. It was kind of shady, but the sun was shining on the bird feeders. And when the birds were landing, they were like too bright. So I didn't want to raise my settings too high and cause too much noise. It just wasn't worth it. So I'm going to head back. It's getting warm now. I'm out of breath. I've just climbed up the hill. And the reason I'm coming back the same way as I came is now I've done all the hill work. It's just all downhill almost until I get to the bottom. I always say it in every video, I don't mind coming out if I don't get a lot of photos, as long as I get one good one. And I got my good one today. I got my Mandarin Duck. Never seen one before. And I seen it on the river, sorry, on the little pond. Took a photo there, which I was happy with that. And then when I was in the bird hide, it came into underneath the bird feeders. So I got some close shots. So well worth coming out for that shot. Bit disappointed I didn't get any landscape photos done, which is what I really wanted to do. But it's not really the kind of place to do landscape photos. You need to go to the Peak District or somewhere like that, which I'm off work again in another 2 weeks, just me and the missus, so we'll probably just go up there for the day. Another thing I wanted to say was, in my last video, I started using my new Rode wireless mics and hoped that I got it all set up right and the sound was better. What happened was, I was born. No, I'm a complete muppet. What I did was, when I first got them, I configured them all to my A7 IV, got the recording volumes right. And when I went out and did some recording on them last week, I put them on my A6400. So the recording volumes were all over the place. And when I played the video back, it was all really distorted. And I thought, oh, whole day of video just gone now. You know, the sound gone. But I remembered that the Rode mics, they record the audio into the actual mic itself as well as onto the camera, just in case you lose your connection for your Wi-Fi. So what I had to do was take the audio off the mics and match it with the sound on the video. It was a bit of a pain in the arse, but I did it in the end. So yesterday I had another go at reconfiguring them for the A6400. So hopefully today the sound is better and I haven't got to do all that messing about. But as I said before, I'm just a muppet, because the amount of times I think I'm doing something right, you know, I'm taking photos and I think I've got all the right settings, I haven't. A lot of the time, and I've said in many of my other videos, I rush too much. I don't rush, I try to get too much done. So like, I'll be shooting birds with this, trying to do videos with that, then I'll see something I want to take with the other lens and swap it over, and because I'm rushing to trying to get them shots at the time, I forget about changing certain settings, which I've just either got to learn to remember to do or just slow down a bit. So yeah, I'm a muppet. Okay, so here's the situation. There's a little bit of a waterfall there. I can't get to the other one. So I'm thinking, shall I take this shot? Take a bit of time on it. I've got to stop sniffing on this mic, haven't I? I don't know if to take a bit of time getting this shot right, but I'm only about 15 minutes away from the car now, and I might see some of the birds, and I can't be bothered now for what this shot is to swap all over lenses and cameras. So I think I might try it on the A6400, which is what I'm videoing on now. So this is kind of the shot. I think somewhere like something like that. You've got like two kind of S-bends, the S-bend of the path and the S-bend of the bank, and the pointed log in the water kind of pointing towards the waterfall. I think it's worth a shot. I don't think it's going to be anything spectacular, but yeah, I'll dial them settings in, see what it turns out like. Okay, I found like another kind of little shot. I'm gonna have a go at that one. Again, it's not brilliant because there's no foreground and there's nothing in front of me. So I'm gonna take that, but I'm gonna stick my polarizer on to see if that makes any difference to the glare of the water. Okay, for that shot, what I did was I focused on the trees to the right of the waterfall, trees on the left, focused on the waterfall, focused on the water, and focused on the sky. 5 separate shots, and I adjusted the balance for each one. I'm going to merge those in Photoshop and see what they come out like. I'm going to try now, put my ND filter on it just to see what that turns out like. Well, I took some shots. I took 5 shots with an ND filter on. See what that comes out. Oh, something different. And I've just took a couple of shots of this tern flying around, see if we can get some good shots of him. And then that is it. I'm going home because I'm starving. I'm out of breath, I'm climbing up a hill. I took a few more shots and I got a few of a tern diving into the water. I don't think I got a great photo of it, but I think it's all right. But I did get a few more decent photos of a tern flying than previous photos that I've got. But I'm almost back now. It's literally just up this little path and round the bend. And it's 12:15, so I've been here 6 hours. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? But anyway, I'm definitely going now. Until next week.